Without wasting much of our time, I'd like for us to dive straight into the event of today. What do we have planned today? All right, before I go ahead, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Akorede Zainab. You've been seeing me on this platform for a while now, but that notwithstanding, I'll still do the honor of telling you what I do. I'm an event host. I help people to bring life to their events. I also do a what's it called? If you want to launch your book, you can call me, or you have issues with speaking up in public. I do individual trainings, I do group trainings, and I also have a book club where you can learn how to become better speakers, more articulate speakers, and also read more. Okay, enough about me. Today, our event is a movement. It is more than an event. It's a movement, and I bet that you know the topic is tied to our health, it's tied to our success in 2026. Before I unveil this event, before I unveil what the event is all about, I'd like to know, are you someone that prioritizes intentional living? Are you someone that prioritizes preventive care? Or do you wait until you're very sick before you visit the hospital? Or you are even someone that do not take drugs at all? I'd like to see your comment. Kindly drop a comment about which one you prioritize in all of these things that I've mentioned Our topic for today is one which was curated by our beautiful event host, our beautiful and ever smiling brain behind this channel. And she's none other than this beautiful face on our screen, Ma'am Romoke Olisa Adeyemi. She's an holistic health person who she prioritizes natural health above every other thing. And due to that, due to her love for natural health, she has turned things around for many people through her books, the Eat Healthy. She has spices, mix your spices. She has authored like 3 books that are health related. I bet she's going to be dropping them. So if you're interested in buying any of her book, you can reach out to her. Or if you want to have a meal plan for your family that is going to ensure that you live healthily, she's your go-to person. She's someone that is practical, she's relatable, and she's deeply passionate about wellness. Please join me in welcoming Romoke Olisa Adeyemi officially to the screen. Ma'am Romoke, say hello to our guest before I continue.
Thank you so much, my beautiful co-host. And you're just making me blush. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. And good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where you are listening to us from. I'm happy to be here again today. And I'm certain that we are going to be learning a lot from today's topic because it is a topic that we all need to talk about. We all need to be intentional about. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for that beautiful introduction. I am sincerely sorry for the background noise. I'm currently still at work and I just have to be here for my very own sister. And because this is about our health and we have to prioritize it. Okay. With that being said, I can see the powerful Beatrice Okemute in the house. Let's celebrate you, sis. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Give us an emoji, that fire that you bring everywhere. Kindly give us that emoji. Thank you, thank you. Welcome to our midst. All right, I promise to unveil the event topic after introducing our very own event host. And the topic before us today, the topic we're going to be discussing and highlighting so much about is why you should prevent and not treat. What are the power health moves that everybody, not just not just me, everyone needs in 2026. Wow. Yes. Many of us, we set goals at the beginning of the year, and our goals is usually centered around how we want to make more money, how we want to build a brand, how we want to achieve so much more, without prioritizing what needs to be prioritized. As it is, when we are unhealthy, there is no level of success that we have that would make sense. Everything will not just make sense because we'll be fighting for our health. So for us to even succeed, we need a healthier life. We need a resilient body system that can beat any challenge that we would encounter during the process of achieving that success, achieving that goal that we have set. So today, we're not just going to be talking about the preventive measures. We're going to be educating ourselves about how to become passionate about our wellness, how to become consistent, such that we're able to transform our lifestyle totally. Remember, 2026 belongs to the disciplined and the intentional people. Statistics have shown that many people lost their lives to certain health conditions in 2025. In fact, in 2026, we've had incidents of loss of lives. You will just hear someone slept and they didn't wake up the next morning, not because they were sick, but because they had an health issue, an underlying health issue that they refused to take care of, that they refused to address right from when it started. So today, we're going to be addressing that, all right? So when you prevent things, it keeps you productive, one. Two, it saves you money. And it strengthens your immune system in terms of your health. But in terms of your personal development, it strengthens your resolve when you're able to prevent a problem from happening. Okay? When you also prepare, you prevent something, it protects your mental health. Rather than be thinking of how, oh, this thing is happening to me right now. I wasn't able to protect it. How do I now resolve it? You're mentally distressed. So prevention does a lot of mental protection for us. Prevention also gives you control, total control over your well-being, your personal life, your spiritual life, your career life, and every other thing. Now, regarding our health, our body has a way of giving us signals, but we tend to ignore them. We ignore them because we are too busy chasing life. We are too busy chasing our careers. We are too busy chasing things that would not matter if our health is failing. We ignore these signs until they become an emergency. So I want to urge us that in 2026, we should choose to listen early to the signals that our body gives us. Now, allow me to introduce to you the speaker that will be doing justice to this topic. She about this person that I've introduced to you before. This beautiful woman that is always smiling. Like, I don't know. For me, whenever you see her, even if you're not feeling too good, she has a aura. She has this aura that makes it easy for you. That makes it easy for you to just look positive, look at things more positively than you are currently looking at it before you met her. So permit me to hand the mic over to Madam Romoke Olisa Adeyemi. She'll be doing justice to the topic. I have a set of questions to ask her. Madam Romoke, are you ready for us?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
All right, let's bring it on. The mic is yours, Mama.
Thank you so much. And I really appreciate the introduction. Today's topic is something that concerns all of us, like I said earlier. So my first question for you today is, what if the small things you ignore today becomes the big health bills for you tomorrow? This is a thought-provoking question that we all need to answer. We can't shy away from it anymore. What are those small steps that you are taking towards living healthy today that will compound into building a future that is brighter and more wealthy for you? Please, if you have answer to this question, or you have something that you want to say, even if it is a sentence, please put it in the comment section. Many people wait for symptoms before they act. As in we are fond of, it is only when something is wrong before we take action. But the smart health starts with when you are taking those proactive steps before the hospital's visit or before falling sick. And you see this simple text on today's section, we will uncover the simple practical steps. We will see how we can change our mindset from what we are used to, like the natural way of doing things, to a more beneficial way of doing it. So today you can sit back, grab a pen and a book, because you will need to write some things down.
All right, are you ready for my question?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Awesome. Now, you have said something, preventive measures. What are those things those signs that when ignored can really become big deals? That's what we do. That's what most of us do. We wait until it becomes emergencies before we do things. Now, why, like, do you ever wonder why many people focus on treating things rather than prevent them? They see the signs, but they prefer to wait until it becomes something they needed to treat instead of prevent. Can you shed more light on why you think people focus on treatment instead of prevention? Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. That's a very good question. And before I will say those preventive measures and why people actually prefer to to treat than to prevent, I will quickly tell you that we are not just here to live. We are here to live well. There is difference between the two. So whatever you are doing for yourself or your family, make sure that you are living well and not just living. Back to your question. As human, we are actually wired to feel something before we respond. Our brain is wired that when it gets the signal, it will give us the body signs. And that is when we will know that something is wrong or something is not wrong. A lot of time you will hear people say, I'm fine, I'm good, I'm doing well, because they have not seen any sign to think otherwise. But the narrative has started changing when a lot of diseases are coming out. We are hearing a lot of names of health issues that are not in existence before. So because of that, we need to now pay more attention to prevention than treatment. And that is where we are going to focus today. As humans, we are just wired like that, like I said. We just respond to what happened, and we are not actually preparing for what will happen. You will even hear people say, God forbid, it is not my portion. Because they don't wish to have that. They don't wish to go through that. Or they don't wish to do that. They are not wishing to go and lie down in the hospital and then be taking treatment for any kind of diseases. But the truth is, it happens. Either caused by your lifestyle management, or at times from hereditary. When you have the lineage in the family, and then those things, they are passed from one generation to the other. You understand? So because of those things that we have been seeing, that has been happening as in frequently, we now need to pay attention to more preventive measures than to just take going for treatment or looking for cure. So those signs that you will actually know that something is wrong is not when it is hurting badly, because early detection saves lives. I will say that again. Early detection saves lives. When they discover that this person is likely to, maybe through routine checkup or little symptoms that they know could lead to something that will be escalating in future, they will be able to prescribe, or the person will be able to stay away from those things that can trigger it or worsen that kind of disease. So with that being said, I know we are all busy people. We have different hustles that we do, and we have different ways of making our money. So because of that, a lot of people pay more attention to making that money than preparing the body that will make that money. Because whenever something is wrong with your health, no other things matter. I think nothing else matters. The only prayer point you will have at that moment, oh God, save me, heal me, let me recover. But because we need to step out of our comfort zone to do the right thing, to see those things as the way that we can actually build a better future for ourselves, is to take preventive measures seriously than waiting for cure. So in order to do this the right way and then make it easy, you check your busy schedules. What are those things that you are spending more time on that are actually productive? And what are those things that are less productive that are taking your time? That is one. Another thing is, some people, like I said, they will say, oh, over my dead body, it is not my portion. We tend to use prayer to say we are casting that out of our life, instead of taking steps that will actually prevent it from happening. So when our mindset is not like over my dead body, but I will do whatever it takes to make it not happen, the difference is much. Then the third one is lack of awareness. We need to be aware of every damn thing around us, starting from what we eat, the air we are breathing, if it is safe around us. I have seen some people living in an industrial area, and then the air they inhale there alone is hazardous to their health, but they are not aware. Some people, because the rent around there is cheaper than going to another place, but they don't know that they are exposing themselves to what they will spend thousands or millions of naira to look for the cure in the future. So we need to be aware of where we are, what we eat, what are the informations we are exposed to, who are the people around us that even if we are getting lost, they can call us to the right path so that we won't be alone in the journey. Then another one is the cultural habits of visiting hospital whenever small things happen. Like whenever there is a problem, it is the best thing to go to hospital. But there are some first aid steps you can as well take before taking yourself or your family to the hospital to make it easier for that person before getting to the hospital, or to be able to save that life before the medical attention will arrive. So those steps are very, very important, and we need to know them, because the truth is prevention is quiet, but the consequence when it starts is very, very loud. So many people only have the wealth mindset in their mind, like I'm doing well, I can make money, I can move. Some people will even tell you, I can walk from here to so place. But what are those things you are doing back to that body to fortify them? Those are the things that we need to pay attention to. So prevention is very, very quiet. Why the consequence is very loud as well. Thank you so much. I think I've been able to answer your question on that.
Awesome, awesome. It is very, very important. Please celebrate our speaker because this information that she's giving us is priceless. That's the truth. Do not ignore the signs. When you see the sign, when your body begins to tell you something, thank you so much, Ma'am Tolu, for celebrating her with me. When you see those signs, do not ignore them. Prevention, they say, is cheaper than treatment. Don't wait until it becomes an emergency. When you prevent, you're able to avert so many things. You have dropped gems. I celebrate you. Well done. Thank you so much for doing justice to that question. My next question stems around mindset. Many people think that mindset reconditioning is just for growth alone, it's just for when you want to succeed in your workplace or when you want to build your relationship with people. Unknown to many, this our mindset plays a major role on our health, in our wellness journey. I want you to elaborate on the influence of mindset in preventing future bills, hospital wise. Okay. So, do you understand my question, or do you want me to go at it again?
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Oh, thank you.
How
So the
mindset
mic is yours.
shifts can help us build a better future without medical bills, right? Okay. I will start by saying that your health expenses follow your daily habits. That is, it is just two ways. Either your habit is building you for a healthier future, or your habit is actually determining your future problems health-wise. So it has to be from your daily habits. I call it small steps. So your mindset from the beginning should be the mindset that actually work for you and not against you. I know as human, we always wish ourselves the best. We want to do things, we want to pray that it comes to pass. But when we talk about health, only prayer is not enough. Our mindset must be on doing the right thing in order to get the right results. When we are doing the right thing consistently, that is the only time we can get the best results we desire. It's not by praying for it. It's not by wishing for it. It is by taking those small steps. So how do we take those small steps in order to achieve it? The first thing is you have to shift your mindset from I will treat the sickness when it comes to let me prevent it now. I will use an example for that. I remember when I was growing up, there is a drug that my mom used to give us. They call it Sunday medicine. That drug is to prevent malaria. It's to prevent you from having malaria. So whenever it is time to use it, so we call ourselves Sunday medicine. Sunday, as in it becomes joke among us, the children, because we know that she will not forget, and then we have to take it. The pill is very small like this, and it was very, very helpful. I don't even think they are still doing that kind of thing. So that is called preventive measures. Like she has taken the preventive measure for you not to have the malaria, rather than she treating the malaria. And I believe it relieves her, it is less stressful, and that is the power of having a mindset that helps you to prevent it rather than treat it. Another one is to eat more intentionally. I can't overflow that. We are what we eat. And whatever we eat today, we build our future. So it is what you are consistently eating that will actually support your system. It is not by eating apple once in a while, or eating fruit once in a while, or using spices once in a while, or eating balanced diet once in a while, when you can afford it. Is by planning to eat it consistently. Because it is those small drops of water that you are dropping in your body every day that will come together to build that body that will serve you now and in future without giving you problems. So when you have the mindset that I don't just eat anyhow, I eat what my body needs. I don't just eat food because I want to eat food. I fortify my system in order for it to serve me well. I don't just eat what I grab. I plan for what I do. So the difference is to, please, man, mute your mic. Madam Ola, please help us to mute your mic. Thank you. So when we eat intentionally, we become the product of whatever we consume. And I can tell you categorically that it is working. I am a living testimony. The rest of my family are living testimony, in which I've been Catholic more than 8 years now, going to 9 years, in which none of us has visited hospital. We don't go there to treat any kind of disease or health issue. And it is not by power. It is not by wishing for it. It is by being intentional with what I eat and feed my family. And that has been like a power tool for me to live stress-free life. Because let me tell you the truth, if you are not taking those steps now, and any of the family or you yourself break down, you are going to stress yourself and stress your loved ones. So when you have the mindset to prevent it from happening, it saves you money, mental health, and it saves you stress as well. Then the last one is to reduce sugar and salt intake. You see those two white powdery things, they can make or break us, depending on how you see them and use them. Whatever food you are cooking, use very little salt. In fact, if you can afford it, use sea salt. It is less harmful than the popular table salt. And you see that our sweetener, sweet, sugar, please, if you can do without it, it's even better. Taking soda every time. Some people, they cannot even eat food without using soda to step it down, or sugary drinks. You can actually satisfy your sweet tooth with natural fruit juice, in which the sucrose there is more beneficial than those refined added sugar. I hope I'm making sense. Then let's forget about moving our body. Move your body every time. You see that sedentary lifestyle, it cripples a lot of people. In fact, it is the genesis of some problems that we cannot rule out that is out there now. So no matter how small you can do it, make sure you move your body and don't forget hydrating. Drink lots of water, because while you are drinking the water, you're flushing your system, you're fortifying your system, you are fueling your system. So let's not forget that. Thank you so much. I hope being able to answer that question the way you like it. Thank you.
Yes, you've been able to do perfect justice to that question. It all begins with our mindset. Let's shift from I will treat when I am sick, I will prevent this by doing this. Let's be intentional. Honestly, mindset all has to do with intentionality first, then consistency. Our speaker just said it that you should take small intentional steps. Yes, take small intentional steps, inculcate healthy habits in your daily lifestyles, choose fruits over soda, choose water over sugar. All small habits eventually add up to compound to make us live more healthier, to prevent this added up bill at the end of the year. I think someone was mentioning how every year she spends nothing less than maybe 350,000 on treatment. That's because she graduated from simple health issues to bigger health issues that she cannot even, you know. Yes, because all this, the way our body will give us simple signs and we ignore, it eventually adds up and gets aggravated over time. So it becomes serious health challenges when not taken care of. So we can actually prevent all of this. We can, yes. And this is what our speaker is trying to talk to us about. Okay. Now, my next question is one that many people can actually relate with. There are some habits that we engage in that gradually damage our health. Now, one is very profound. I think you just brushed past it, and I'd want you to elaborate on how this silent habit has become so damaging to our health. Many people do not even take note of it, but it is causing serious damage. So my question is, what is the major silent habit that is damaging our health gradually? Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for that very important question. Because from my findings, I realized that a lot of people has normalized this habit. They have seen it like one of those things. They have seen it like it happens, which is not. It's not something that's supposed to actually happen if you pay attention to your health and to your body signs. Because our body, they give us that signal before they actually scream for help. So these habits are quiet health destroyers. If you are with a pen and a book there, please write them out and tick them accordingly to see that you are not one of those people that you are doing this habit unknowingly. I have mentioned a few of them from the previous question I answered, but I'll quickly mention them again in case you want to write them out. The first one is drinking too much soda. When you are drinking too much soda or sugary things, it is a bad habit. And then it can make you very sick in the nearest future. Another one is cooking with too much seasoning or salt. These artificial seasonings, they are not actually very good for our body. But if you are the type that you have your spices combined together, in fact, there is not too much of that. As far as you know the quantity you use to cook your food, to sweeten it, and you are good to go. Then the next one is eating late night, especially eating heavy food late night. Some people, because of their workload or because of their distance from where they work to their house, before they will get to the house, it's already late. And then, you can't cheat nature. Body will ask, they will ask you for the food. So when are you giving that food? If you are the type that you know that by the time you will get home, within like 8 upwards, then plan to eat your food before you leave your office. You can as well plan and package your food. See, technology has made so many things easy for us. There are food plans in which you can prepare your food, and then they are rechargeable, in which when you want to eat, you reheat that food before you eat. It will still be as fresh as you just cook them. If you are that type, you can get work for yourself. It is better for you to plan what you want to eat than to just grab anything and eat. So the difference is always there. And it is not an excuse for you to keep eating heavy food every day at the night. So if your workload or the distance, or there is traffic every time you close, please plan something ahead. It can even be smoothie for evening, as if you don't need anything too heavy. So it is just about planning and then being intentional. Another one is ignoring regular health checkups. Because we are human and then we feel like we are strong enough to face everything and anything, a lot of people don't even care to check their health status. No matter how healthy you are, you need to check at least once in a year. Know that, you are doing fine. It is not the feeling that you have that you're doing fine that matters, but you getting that assurance from the expert that, general body checkup, you are doing well. You see, the rest of mind that comes with that alone, will keep you to the healthy. It will motivate you to want to do more. So please, it is not a practice we should ignore. Then the last one is overeating refined carbs without hoping for the balanced diet. Like I said, whatever you do consistently is what matters. It is not about you eating balanced diet today or when you can only afford it. It's about planning it. And this balanced diet that we are talking about, it's just about being intentional, like paying attention to it. It's not expensive. I've heard a lot of people say, balanced diet, you talk like that. Not the person will get money, they eat balanced diet. No. It is about planning it. There are so many natural food that you can eat that are not expensive, that can balance your diet. That is why you need a food plan meal to achieve that. Something you can follow seamlessly and improve your health. So if you've not done that, please put it in action. Don't just think about it, don't procrastinate it. Do it. On our last section, I shared how we can plan our meal ourselves. You don't have to hire someone to do it for you if you have the time to do it. So with that guide, you should be able to plan your meal and for your family's meal, and you will see that it will save you time, it will save you energy, it will build a future that will be healthy for you and your family. I will quickly add this to answering this particular question before I will go. All these habits, they lead to different kinds of diseases. rising blood pressure, weight gain, which is obesity, high cholesterol, and sugar imbalance. There is no way you are eating the right set of food that your body needs that you will have this, all these health issues I mentioned. But if you already have it, this is not a death sentence. Please, it can be corrected over time when you start paying attention to what you eat, when you eat it, and what your body actually requests for. Please, let's put that in mind. And I have had a lot of people ask me questions. When you talk about going for a checkup, like how many times is okay for someone to go for checkup in a year? For an healthy adult, once a year is fine. For adults from 40 upwards or close to 40 that have the tendency of having all these hereditary health issues like high blood pressure, like diabetes, it is advisable you go for checkup 2 times in a year to rule it out or for early detection, because early detection can save your life. So don't just feel like you can't have it or you don't have it. Be sure that you actually don't have it. Then the third one is, like, if you are now, you know that you have any of the health issues that I have mentioned before, that's the third stage. If you have any underlying health issue that has been detected, the time to go for checkup is every time your doctor schedules. Don't miss it. Because following up on you will help to rule out a lot of things. So while you are eating healthy, go for checkup. It is not because you have the money, it is not because you have the time, but it is because you need to be sure that your health is intact. When you go, when those things that you are doing right now to heal your body start manifesting, they are the first person to tell you. I have clients that it is the doctor that later told her, what have you been eating? As in, what are you doing differently? Your medical checkup came out great, as in compared to how we have been managing your issues before. So that alone will give you the rest of mind, like there is improvement. I have
went off again. If you are listening and you've been getting value, show me signs. Let us know that we are not alone here. An emoji there, a sticker here and there. A comment would really go a long way to let us know that you're with us. Also, if you have any question, whether relating to the topic that we are dealing today or even totally out of context of what we are doing today, but it's regarding your health and wellness and diet, kindly drop it in the comment section so that we can read it out and answer them, have the speaker answer them accordingly. Okay? While we're waiting for our network to come up, there are some things that I got from what she said, and I like to just reiterate on them. And one of them is how when you see signs, don't ignore them. One, two, do not believe that you only eat balanced diet when you have money. So don't say, oh, I don't have money, I cannot eat fruits. There are some things that will add up to your meal that will make them balanced. We should take advantage of nature. God has given us virtually everything we need, except we're not exploring. So try and explore those things. We have vegetables, we have fruits that are in season. Take advantage of when those fruits are in season and take them. balance up your meal with them. Be creative with your meal. And if peradventure you need someone to help you with a meal plan, our speaker right here does that. She gives meal plan that will be according to what you have in your locality or what your course can do. All right.
After Mrs. Tolu may be busy, maybe she's still at work. I'm guessing that's why.
I'm at work, yes, but I will just say a sentence. I learned that prevention is easier, cheaper, better than treatment. We should not wait until we are ill before we take care of our health. And that when we are taking care of our health, particularly the things we put in our body, we are investing in ourselves, so that at the end of the day, we will not be down with sickness and will not have to be running helter-skelter looking for how to treat diseases. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. That is Dr. Tolu. If Dr. Tolu is reiterating the fact that it is important to prevent than treat, then you need to take your prevention more seriously. Thank you so much, Mama, for sharing. I'll be handing the mic over back to our speaker before we will now allow other guests to say one or two things that they have learned from this event. Ma'am, okay, are you ready for my last question?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
All right, beautiful. So my question is simple. What is the major health early warning signs of a poor heart health that many people ignore? You know, our heart is the powerhouse. And of course,
Yeah.
it will warn us whenever something is about to go wrong. But many times we just ignore. So share with us many of those early signs that our heart gives us, but we ignore them. This will help us to prevent it better.
All right, thank you so much. That's another very important question that we need to know. We need more awareness on, because our heart is the powerhouse, like my beautiful co-host said, and this heart works for us non-stop. I don't think any human being can survive working on their own non-stop the way our heart serves us. So paying attention to anything, any symptom, any sign that our heart need our help or need more attention from us is very, very important. So these are common early signs that people often dismiss. They see them as nothing, in which they are the way our heart is telling us that something is wrong. I need help. One of them is frequent headache. If you're having frequent headache, please, you need to go for checkup. You need to know the cause of that symptom. It's not just happening, there is a reason for it. Another one is unusual fatigue. As in, if you're having that frequent unusual fatigue, you need to pay attention. It is your body way of telling you something is not right. And please, you need to shift into action and make sure you do the needful. Another one is shortness of breath doing little things. Some people will not move from one location to another, a very close distance, and you'll be hearing the way they will be breathing. It means that your heart is telling you, I am getting tired. And you need to pay attention in order to make sure it's not tired, that it can still serve you and it is still working. Another one is dizziness. When you are dizzy unnecessarily every time, is a sign that something is not right, especially with your heart. Another one is chest discomfort or tightness. If you're having these symptoms often, please don't just ignore it. It's a way your heart is telling you something is seriously wrong that need medical attention. Then if someone is having swollen legs, or ankle, it means your heart is telling you there is a problem. Please help me. Another one is rapid or irregular heartbeats. Please don't ignore those signs. Make sure that you pay attention and then you go for checkup to rule out heart problem before it will become heart failure. Then poor exercise or poor exercise tolerance. Like if you are the type that you like to actually exercise, but your body is not taking it. Every little thing, you are very tired, you are breathing very fast. It means that your heart is not pumping well, is not in good condition. Please go for medical checkup to make sure that you rule out any heart-related diseases. So these symptoms, sadly, some people with high BP may not have these symptoms at all. That's the sad, serious health risk that is actually attached to this. If someone is having frequent high BP, they might not have any of these signs. And yet, their heart is going through problems in which will not be able to signal to them. And a lot of people, it is at the late stage that they will now be able to determine that it is heart problem that is causing this or that. So that is why it is very, very important. If you have any underlying health issues, you need to go for checkup. In fact, you need to follow your doctor. And if you know that you are self-medicating, you've not been going for it, the right time to go for it is now. Because there is still a lot that can be done to help you to live your best life when you are doing the right thing. So that is why often people say your body whispers to you. Don't wait for it to scream before you attend to the needs. Whenever your body is whispering, those are those small symptoms that I mentioned. Don't wait for it till it will deteriorate and it will start screaming for help before you give it the required. Thank you so much. I hope I am clear with that.
This whispering is not like the whispering of the thief at night. Though. This whispering is a silent, consistent whispering. And when your body whispers, please listen. And when you listen, do the right thing by going for checkup. Early detection prevents so many things. Early detections gives you a good mental health. It reduces your expenses. It does so many things for us. So whenever you heard the whispering of your heart, listen to it. Be able to know, oh, this palpitation of my heart is because, oh, I ran. But you're not running and your heart is beating so fast. That's a whispering that you need to listen to. Thank you so very much for shedding more light on that particular heart related whispering. I particularly love it because the powerhouse, if the powerhouse is down, if something, most often than not, I have not seen people that have heart problem and go back to normal. They would say, in my language, there's a saying that Ojo apa ole jojo ara. That's just the truth. Even if you treat, you cannot be as brand new as you were before that treatment. So it is better to prevent than treat. That will be all for me in terms of questions for you on this event. My guest, I know that you have learned so much, and now you should have questions that you want to ask us. Okay, So this is the time where I'll be asking some people to unmute their mic so that they can ask their questions or share a certain insight that has stood out for them. Okay. Before we start handing down the mic, I'd like for you to celebrate our speaker for educating us, for giving us so much impact for free. Please celebrate this woman. Celebrate her. I'm not saying celebration yet. I want you to celebrate her for me. Drop your emojis, drop comments, drop stickers to celebrate our beautiful speaker. Okay? Okay. Thank you so much for celebrating her with me. Thank you. God bless you. Real good. Okay. All right, I'll be handing the mic over to Mrs. MZA to ask a question or share an insight that has stood out for her in the course of this discussion. Mrs. MZA, I hope it's a good time for you to unmute your mic and speak. The mic is absolutely yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you can hear me.
Mama, we can hear you loud and clear. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everyone. I celebrate the speaker and the nurse Zainab Akorede. Well done, everyone. I really appreciate your lecture, though I joined late because that's always been my problem. Before I could remember that so thing is happening, the time has gone. But luckily for me today, I just met one or two things, which is a reminder for me. All your lecture always be reminder. When I was talking to your speaker the other time, I was telling her that I invited somebody the last one, no, maybe one of your lectures, sir. I told her that the person that I invited, he always tell me that Baba Godwin said that you should look for your food before you feel hungry. If not, you will eat anything when you are hungry. He said that one always keep reminding her that before you feel hungry, prepare for your food. If not, you will eat junk food. So when we are together, I say, you see me now, I did not prepare my food. So don't I must eat junk food. I say, don't eat junk food. Go and look for garri and drink. That one is better than for you to just go and take any carbonated drink. Today, I really appreciate it. And I want to tell other speakers the benefit of drinking water. You don't need to use too much cream on your body, especially early in the morning, warm water. Please, everybody, this is very good for all of us, especially we mothers, we women, especially those people that always use cream, everything, you jam pack all this artificial and this thing on your body. When you can be taking enough water per day, you see that your skin will be glowing and people will be asking you what type of cream you are using. You will tell them that you are using natural cream, and that is water. I will encourage all my women, those people that they are listening, please let us be drinking water. And I learned a lot in this program today, or let me say a reminder that we should go for checkup and we should not eat late night food. It always ring at the back of my mind. Even if you are eating right, don't eat late night food. You will see those people that they have pot belly. Is the effect of late night food, even if you are eating the food night. And all my people that they are listening to me, run away from junk food and sugary things, all those carbonated, all those imported food. Let us eat our natural food. Is better for us and is the healthy one than the packaged food. I really appreciate all of you. May God preserve all of you, including the month of Ramadan. God bless you, and we have the blessing of Ramadan. Thank you, and God bless you.
So much, Mama. Your feedback means so much to us that we celebrate you. We celebrate you for the word of mouth, for referring us, for always trying to be here. We celebrate and appreciate you. Thank you so much, Ma. And we look forward to having you on more of our events. At least it happens once in a month. We look forward to having you every other month. Thank you so much for being so intentional about your health. We celebrate you, ma'am. And Ramadan Mubarak to you as well. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. It's so good to hear from Mrs. Z here. I'm personally so happy because our feedback gladdens my heart. You know, when somebody is getting and they are not adding value, they're sharing with others, they want others to learn, to tap from where they are tapping value. It's a very huge one. Thank you, Mama, for for sharing the news, for making the ripple effect. When someone is healthy, we are encouraging other people to also live healthily. It's a lot. God will bless you. All right. I like to hand the mic to our very own sister Alemat Olubukola Jimo. She was our speaker in our last event, and oh my God, she wowed everybody. She's here today listening to us, and we'd like to hear from you. What have you learned in the few minutes that you joined? What do you want to add to the discussion on ground? The mic is yours, Mama.
Good evening. Good evening once again. Good evening to everyone. I trust we are all doing fine. Thank you so much for all you have been doing. Though I joined the session late and in a session as well. Apologies for joining the session late. But regardless, the little moment I have spent here has been so wonderful. I've come to learn our body whispers. Make sure we are paying attention to it, and that's what stood out for me out of all that have been said. And kudos to Madam Romoke and Mrs. Zaina for actively doing this for the past few months. Sincerely, you have been doing so well, and I celebrate both of you for the consistency. May Almighty ease your affairs. May He perfect all that concerns you. Well done, and thank you for the opportunity to share my little talk. Thank you.
Not so little. It is sincerely appreciated. Thank you so much for appreciating us. We also appreciate you for always answering our call whenever we call, for always supporting. We sincerely appreciate you for all you do for humanity, for everything you do in the midwife next door. You know, you're doing so much more than you know. You're making impact. We celebrate you. Thank you so much for joining us this evening and for lending your voice.
All right, before we go today, we just had that. We should all know that our body reflects our discipline or our neglect. So whatever decision, whatever you are doing, whatever you are consuming, always have that in your mind. Prevention is not just the cheapest and smart thing to do, is also not expensive, but the ignorance is. Always remember that delay causes emergency. So someone close to you, you can also give these words of wisdom to inspire them to start taking the right health decisions that will actually help them to build their future rather than running up and down looking for money to pay bills when the medical attention may not even be satisfying. I can say that all over again because I have had a lot of people review about how the medical attention is right now. So in order for you not to be at the mercy of, please help me, take preventive measures seriously. Start small. Start now. Start today. Start this minute. And you will see that all those small steps are going to compound to build the wealth of health that your body will thank you for, and your loved ones will also thank you for. So because in the end, the goal is to prevent us from running around rather than treating the cause. We prevent the cause. Thank you so much for having me. I'm very happy to be with you all today. You all are amazing. And to all those people that has already left, thank you to you in absentia. I really appreciate your presence. It means a lot. And my co-host for always being here, even when it is not convenient for her, she will take it upon herself to be here. Even when she knows that she's not that free, she will not turn me down and say, oh, I won't be there this time. After all, I've been doing it with her, so she won't mind. She will still squeeze it in as if it is her own. I can't thank you enough, and I know Allah will help to thank you for me. Thank you so much for your support, for always being there, and for bringing your hair game to the moderating. You are doing amazing, and I will recommend you anywhere, anytime. Thank you so much for everything you are doing. I really appreciate it. Thank you all, and God bless you.
So much for that recommendation. Oh my God, it means so much. So, eat balanced meal. Start small, start from somewhere, start now, and until we see you again next month, stay healthy. Bye for now. You can mute your mic and say your goodbye. Bye, everyone.